Hi, I'm John Frieda. Some of you may recognize me as the hitman Rocco in the film The Family with Robert De Niro, or the portrait painter for James Spader in The Blacklist, or my attorney roles in Law and Order. But now I'm here as a co-writer with Letty Serra of the play Say Nothing. The play is about the untold story of the Italian internment in the United States during World War II and focuses on an Italian-American family struggling between their beliefs in American patriotism and love for family heritage when their relatives and friends are secretly arrested and put into an internment camp in Maryland. The Say Nothing play is part of the Say Nothing Immigration Initiative, which seeks to educate, entertain, and inform people about forgotten periods of Italian and Italian-American history, which has relevance for today. We are seeking tax-deductible donations to produce the Say Nothing play this coming year in New York City. We'd like to share with you some of the clips of the reading we have done. We have a great cast for you, and they bring to life the struggles, the hopes, and desires of freedom of the characters in their newfound country.
Say Nothing, a play by Letty Serra and John Frieda. And special thanks to Professoressa Chiara Di Orio, Roma, Italia, for helping with the Italian dialogue for the play. Act 1, Scene 1, 2010, Banquet Hall, New York City. Old Vito Serrera, dressed in a tux, sits in an armchair. He pulls out of his inside jacket pocket a worn blue envelope, takes out a card from the envelope and reads it.
To make cotolette cardo, you must use best olive oil, first press, extra virgin, lemon flour, salt.
What was it like, Nono, growing up in World War II? Did you speak English or Italian?
I lived here in Little Italy. We spoke English and Italian in the house. But it wasn't always a good idea to speak Italian outside the house.
Why?
Things were different back then, a lot of things.
Like what?
The world was changing, especially in Italy. It was not the same Italy my mom and papa left when they came to America. They made a good life in America, became citizens. My papa and mama, your great-grandfather and great-grandmother worked hard, saved their money, opened a music store.
Like retro with records?
It wasn't retro back then. Yes, records and sheet music. People bought sheet music back then.
You can download that on the internet.
I suppose you can. Mom and Papa did well, though, even during the Depression.
What's that? Were they sick?
No. It was a time when a lot of people were out of work. Mom and Papa made it through. They had to work a lot at the store, and she sold records and music.
Serrata's Music Store, Little Italy, New York City. Chiara Serrata stands behind a table conducting business with her friend and customer, Valeria.
Come on, that's not all that's to it. Making love, laughs, a little anisette.
Valeria reaches under the table and pulls out a bottle of anisette and 2 glasses and offers a glass to Chiara, who shakes her head no.
That's Fabio's.
And yours. It's your shop too.
Joanna, Chiara's daughter, enters from the storage room, limping towards the table, Valeria looking at the sheet music. Joanna has a leather and steel brace on her lower left leg, below the knee. Valeria flips through the sheet music.
I was looking for something allegro.
Okay.
Joanna flips through the sheet music and pulls one and gives it to Valeria.
Here, this one is by Harry Ask and Benny Davis.
I don't know if I know them.
As Joanna reads the lyrics on the sheet music, she sings a cappella.
When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'd find a smile will go a long, long way.
Ah yes, brava Joanna. I'll take this. Keep singing and stay happy.
Thank you.
Valeria takes the sheet music to Chiara to pay for it. Joanna exits to the storage room. Joanna enters from the storage room and goes to Fabio, who kisses her on the cheeks.
You're beautiful, Joanna.
Thank you, Papa.
Scene 3, Serrata's home. Chiara and Joanna come in from the kitchen, placing food items on the dining room table. Dovina, Chiara's mama, enters carrying a bowl of beans, which she hands to Joanna.
Joanna, did you wash your hands?
Yes.
How about you, Mama?
I do not believe you asked me that.
Here, look.
Dovina thrusts her hands under Chiara's chin.
Biancaneve.
I'm Snow White. Mama, you forget when Jenna got infantile paralysis? The medical examiner said she got it from being dirty. I showed him every corner of this place. He laughed when he said, "We know how you Italians are." I wanted to throw him out. I quarantined the house. Fabio had to pay him off to lift it.
Fabio and his sons Michele and Vito enter with Gustavo. Gustavo wears a leather jacket with a slash tear in it, wristwatch and suitcase. Chiara motions for Michele and Vito to clean their hands. They exit with her to the kitchen.
Gustavo, Donna Dovina.
Ah, Donna Dovina, che Dio la benedica!
My joy, Joanna.
Oh, bellissima. All these people! I'm sorry to bother this festa.
It's for you. Chiara! Gustavo's here. Can you give a welcome?
Chiara enters.
Benvenuto, Gustavo.
Gustavo is surprised by her beauty. Gustavo kisses Chiara's hand.
Oh, grazie. It's an honor to be in your home.
He tastes a little spot of sauce on her hand.
Basilico, tomato, garlic, and a little oregano. Salt and pepper. No?
Chiara blushes and smiles.
Yes.
Sorry. Everything is new to me here. I am just so happy smelling and tasting everything.
Good. Sit, please.
They sit at the table. Gustavo enters unnoticed and walks up to Chiara.
Buonasera.
Oh,
Chiara, startled, drops the file.
Oh, sorry.
it's all right.
I was going to my room. I didn't mean to disturb you. No dinner this evening.
Fabio's playing music tonight. Everybody else is at my aunt's house for dinner.
Why did you not go?
This is one of the few times I get to catch up on my work.
Your hair is different.
He looks into her eyes, but she looks away. She sits next to him and strums some chords.
Bravo. I tried.
She passes him the mandolin, but he plays poorly.
Copy me.
She moves her chair closer and places her hand on the frets as he holds the mandolin. As she fingers the chords, Gustavo places his free hand over hers to copy the chord movements as he strums the mandolin. Their eyes meet. They stop playing. He strokes her hair, kisses her face, sees tears in her eyes, and leans back.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
She takes his face in her hands, kisses him gently. Dovina peeks in from the entrance, sees Chiara and Gustavo kissing, and leaves undetected. Dovina enters with Ernst Müller, a German-American.
Gustavo, this is Ernst Müller.
I am looking for a farm boss. It is not just farm work. You will be in charge of the other workers. When I was a boy in Germany, my father has a grape orchard, made wine, come here, became a citizen. When I was 6, my brother was 4.
Where is your brother?
San Francisco.
Oh, bella San Francisco, no?
We work hard. So you will need to get to bed early every night. There is no drinking.
Not even wine?
No. You can do that when you visit your relatives. I want my men sober when they work. Those are the rules.
I will learn your American rules.
They are not American rules. They are my rules. And everyone needs to follow them.
Ernst exits.
Freedom? Who is that guy?
Jed Smith, councilman. He's also a wizard.
A magic man?
No, Ku Klux Klan. They do not like foreigners. The whiter, the better for them. They think they own this town, own all the people in it.
Like Mussolini.
He's dangerous. Stay away from him.
I saw Ernst today at the market. He said Gustavo is doing a good job. He's making things grow.
He's where he can pursue his dreams.
As long as it's in New Jersey.
What, Mama?
Well, yes,
We can all pursue our dreams. That's what America is. We couldn't do this in Italy, and now that we're at war, we want to show them how strong we are.
How many people will die?
Meal deal.
A lot of the first-year med students are enlisting.
Oh, don't you get any crazy ideas like that in your head. You'll be a doctor.
If I were old enough, I'd go.
You're not. Besides, the army doesn't take clowns.
Aha.
Basta, basta.
I pray the war ends soon.
So do I, Mother Superior.
I heard they've arrested Japanese in California,
They bombed us, serve them right.
but they're citizens.
Chiara returns with the eggplants and sits.
They closed the Doppel Scola classes for good.
Well, it was paid for by Italy.
Some officials came to the school and took the teacher away.
Professor Gentile. He's Italian.
Italian-American.
I want you to know that I will accept Joanna into the novitiate next year.
Ah.
Joanna smiles, all smile with her, congratulate her, and clap. Valeria and Chiara are at the counter. Valeria drinks a shot of anisette.
Did he help you find your nephew?
No. He said lawyers don't work for free.
Can you pay him something?
I can't. The bank won't let me take my money out.
Why not?
Because I'm Italian and not a citizen. It's some kind of new law because of the war. I can't even pay my rent. I even went to Lupari to get a loan.
Lupari? Schifoso, don't go to him. He's a crook.
I don't know what else to do.
Chiara takes a wad of money from the cash register and gives it to her.
Here. Take this.
I can't.
Take it, please.
Valeria takes the money.
Thank you. Thank you, Chiara.
It's all right, Valeria.
They hug. Valeria exits and passes Fabio as he enters, who notices her crying and the wad of cash in her hand. Fabio looks disapprovingly at Chiara.
The bank froze her account.
Checks the cash box and it seems empty.
You can't do that.
She has no one else.
She can get a loan.
No, she can't. The government won't let her.
Why not?
Because she's not a citizen?
Well, she shouldn't become a citizen. You live in America, be an American. Now, I need that money back.
Fabio, she gave my aunt the down payment on her restaurant. You wouldn't do it,
And
remember?
I still think that was a bad idea.
She can be evicted. She has no family here. They're all in Italy.
The church can find her a place. That's what they do, charity. I do business. Or we go broke. And then we have to go to the church. We need to get that money back from her.
When she can pay it back.
Fabio slams the
Yeah,
door.
yeah!
Scene 19, Seretta's home. Chiara and Dovino wrap Christmas presents. Joanna writes Christmas cards.
I'm going to be St. Joseph in the Christmas play. Now that's great, huh?
Good part for you. He doesn't speak.
Nobody speaks, smart Alec. Can't you ever give a compliment?
Keep praying for one to show up. I have faith.
Mama, I want to talk to you.
Well, here we are.
No, we mean just you. Mama, I joined the army.
There's silence. Dovina puts her head down. Joanna stops writing. Vito looks as if he heard great news.
You can't. You're not old enough.
Papa signed for me.
Mikhail's a man, and he knows it's the right thing to do.
What about medical school? How could you do this?
It's his patriotic duty.
Everyone's joining, Mama. All my friends have already listed.
They're older.
Mama, the war won't last long. I'll go to medical school when I get back.
Now, he needs your blessing, not your objections.
Che Dio te protegga.
I'm proud of you, Michele.
You're gonna be a soldier!
He hugs Michele.
When are you leaving?
I don't have to report until after the new year.
Air raid drill siren. Fabio turns to Joanna and Vito.
Close the curtains, close the curtains. No light can get through.
Stupid air raid drills.
Vito, it's to protect us. Just like Mikhail's going to do.
Chiara looks at Michele, unable to hide the fear in her eyes. Scene 20, stationery store, New Jersey. Gustavo picks out a blue card with a blue envelope from the rack in the rear of the store. Smith enters quietly and motions to the clerk at the counter to leave. Smith walks up to Gustavo.
I didn't know you grape smashers could read. You should try something simpler, like a coloring book.
Why are you bothering me?
We can get arrested for that. Getting past curfew.
It is not curfew.
Not according to that clock.
Smith points to a wall clock behind Gustavo. Gustavo turns to look. Smith takes out a blackjack from his rear pocket and clubs Gustavo over the head. Gustavo slumps over the table unconscious. Smith takes Gustavo's ID booklet from his pocket and carries Gustavo out the back exit. Gustavo enters, his hands handcuffed in front of him, and stands before Coburn. Coburn reads from a file.
Why do you ask me these questions? Smith hit me on the head, and I wake up here.
You were found unconscious on the street past curfew in New Jersey. We got a tip from a citizen. That's all you need to know. Answer the question. Would you fight for the United States against your Italian people if you were in Italy?
No, I would not fight nobody. It is like the old country. Your old country is your mama, and the new one is your wife. That's what it is. How can I choose?
So you wouldn't fight for America?
If I cannot fight, I can't fight. I am not an American citizen. There is too little time to be one.
You're right. We're not an American citizen. You are hereby classified as an enemy alien and will be interned until further notice.
Enemy? Enemy of what? Ma voi siete tutti matti!
Fort George Meade, Maryland. Guard tower. And rows of tents. A military guard enters. Gustavo enters wearing a denim shirt with a PW in white stenciled on the back.
There's your tent. Grab a cot. Lights out at 2200. No wandering outside your tent. Understand?
If I have to go to the bathroom, what do I do?
You got a bucket. Empty it in the morning. You speak pretty good English for a whop.
Crosses to the mess hall and sits down next to Ugo, another prisoner of war.
So I woke up. I wrote Mussolini was doing a good job. Roosevelt said the same thing, but they called me the fascist.
A fascist must have cooked this food.
Gustavo spits out the food on his plate.
When Mussolini went that bastard Hitler, I was done with both of them.
What did you do before here?
I sold fish. I tell my customers how great the Italians are and the Italian army. We have a great history. And they put me in here. I'm an enemy alien. And I'm an American citizen. Now I pay to keep my sanity, but for how long?
Military guard enters.
Hey, Meatball.
Gustavo looks around.
Yeah, you. Your Guinea friends say you can cook. You start on the dinner shift at 1600 hours.
Scene 26, Sarita's home. Fabio sits reading a letter. Chiara enters.
Miguel is clever.
How do you mean?
He wrote that he's in the village where my Uncle Diego was born. See? Clever. The census didn't black that out because he didn't say the name of the town. Genius does run in the family.
If you were a genius, you wouldn't have allowed him to join the army.
Hey, he's doing okay. He was promoted to corporal. They may even make him an officer. He's making us proud.
He's making you proud. I'll be happy when he's home.
Miguel is protecting you, me, Joanna.
They should make Gianna a nun now, with all those prayers she says for him in church.
With the prayer she says for him every day, God is watching over him.
I pray you're right. Because of all this war, people not liking us because of where we were born and not knowing if they're going to take us away somewhere like they did to Gustavo does not change, then what good are we doing here? What reason do we have for being here?
We do it for family, Chiara. Our family.
Our family is not whole, Fabio. I'm not whole.
After you make the meal and after you mop the floor. Oh, and after you make 20 dozen cookies for Visitors Day today.
Military guard leaves and walks across the mess hall, maintaining surveillance. Gustavo gives the military guard a silent forearm salute. Chiara enters at the far end of the mess hall, holding a bag. Vito follows her in, wearing a necklace with a small disc hanging on it. Vito spots Gustavo and runs to him.
Zio, Gustavo!
Vito!
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I came with Mama.
Gustavo notices the small disc on the necklace around Vito's neck and holds it up.
What is this?
They gave it to us at school. It has our name on it in case we get lost during a bombing or something. When are you coming home?
Gustavo looks around the mess hall.
My American dream. How didn't I see this coming?
No one said. You'll be free. This won't last forever.
For how long? And you? Are you free?
Free? I have no options.
Come with me, both of you.
Where are we going?
To get pastries, I know where they keep them. You can bring some home to Fabio, but promise me you will not eat them all before you get home.
I promise.
Depends on the pastry.
Here it is.
Gustavo, Chiara, and Vito walk up to a door. Gustavo opens the door. There is a shadow of a man hanging from the ceiling. Chiara screams. Vito is shocked.
Ugo!
Scene 28, Sarita's home. Dovina, wearing an apron, sets plates on the table. A knock sounds. Dovina walks up to the entrance, opens the door.
Yes,
Telegram.
I take it.
Dovina signs for it, takes a telegram, reads the outside of it, and puts it in her apron pocket. Chiara enters.
Mama, was there somebody at the door?
Yes, but wrong house.
Well, we'll be eating soon. I'm almost finished.
Va bene.
Chiara exits to the kitchen. Fabio enters.
Fabio, could you help me move my dresser a little closer to the corner in my room? I need more space.
See,
Fabio and Dovina go into her room. Dovina gives the telegram to Fabio. He opens it and reads out loud.
we regret to inform you that your son, Corporal Miguel Sarita, was killed in the action. Sorry. Oh,
Better.
Jesus. No. No.
Better to tell her right away. She will have the family around her.
Fabio and Dovina cross back to the dining room. Chiara and Joanna enter with food bowls as they place them on the table. Vito enters with a book and sits at the table.
It's almost ready.
Fabio takes out the telegram and hands it up to Chiara, who silently reads it. Fabio moves closer to Chiara, who lets out an animal-like sound of pain and catches her as she falls. Vito reads the telegram, screams, doubling over in tears. Fighting for his breath, he runs to Dovina, hugging her, sobbing uncontrollably. Joanna reads the telegram silently.
Oh, we must weep and cry and grieve until there's nothing left in the body.
Dovina rocks Vito in her arms.
From now on, we are different people. Michele is here, in our souls forever. Cry, my child. Cry, cry.
Joanna, transfixed, no tears, watches all around her and exits. The military guard limps in, stops by Gustavo's tent, and pulls out a list of names from his pocket.
Gustavo Parisi.
Gustavo turns around.
That is your name, right? Gustavo Parisi?
See, I mean, yes.
I know what C means. Ready to go?
Yes.
Gustavo grabs his duffel bag and stands.
Okay, follow me.
They cross to the camp exit. The military guard holds at the exit and points the way for Gustavo to leave.
Good luck.
Gustavo looks at the military guard, not knowing whether to thank him or punch him, decides not to respond and exits. Scene 34. A month later, Sarita's home. Chiara stands near the window with an open blue envelope, reading what's written on a blue card. Dovina finishes setting the table. Dovina walks over to Chiara.
Important?
It's from Gustavo. It's his extra special secret ingredient for Colette Carter.
Yeah.
God, thank you for our family. Amen. Mangiamo.
Everyone is quiet. Fabio passes the food around the table. Chiara looks at Dovina. Vito looks at Fabio.
Good food feeds the soul.
Scene 35, 2010, Banquet Hall, New York City.
Good food feeds the soul. Dovina always had a way with proverbs.
What's a proverb?
A short way of saying a lot.
Se chiede le cose giuste, Dio ti ascolta. If you ask for the right things, God listens.
Old Vito pulls back his sleeve, looks at the time on his wristwatch, which is the one Gustavo mailed to him decades ago, and stands slowly. Old Joanna, wearing a nun's habit, enters slowly, limping, using a cane.
It's time. Let's go, Joanna.
You're the big shot now, Vito.
Mother Superior, come on, I need an escort.
Old Joanna holds his arm, he kisses her cheek.
It were not for your prayers.
Old Vito and old Gianna walk into a room filled with people. Old Vito helps old Gianna sit in a chair.
And now let us welcome Mr. Vito Sarita, Distinguished Attorney at Law, and this year's winner of the Bar Association's Lifetime Achievement Award for his work on human rights.
Old Vito walks to a podium and addresses the audience.
Thank you all for being here. Anybody speak Italian? This is an honor for my family.
End of play.